Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mikey Report, live inside our Mount Cup studios. We are in a complete, in a way, shock. Well, some are in shock, some are in dismay, some are somewhat jubilant as the Casey Anthony trial has reached a verdict. There were 7 counts, 1 of first-degree murder, or murder in the first degree, 1 of aggravated child abuse, and 1 of aggravated manslaughter, and 4 of providing false information to police. If you haven't heard already, Casey Anthony was found not guilty of the first 3 counts of murder in the first degree, aggravated manslaughter, and aggravated child abuse, and found guilty of falsification of information to law enforcement officers. And those 4 guilty counts only max out at 4 years, and she served quite a bit of time in jail. So time served will probably be included into the maximum of 4 years, which can mean that she is out that she'll pretty much be walking free. That is actually what we have been informed of and what we've looked at through all the other information. No emotion from her parents. Really no justice found for the daughter, for her deceased daughter, Kaylee Anthony. Again, Casey Anthony found not guilty of first-degree murder, aggravated manslaughter, and aggravated child abuse, and found guilty of providing false information to police. So that is pretty much what we have encountered over these last couple hours as we've been weighing all this information that has come through regarding this. The verdict came about almost exactly 2 hours ago, and it's just been a complete utter shock or dismay to most of the country who expected Casey to be found guilty of first-degree murder, which if it was premeditated, facing the death penalty. If it wasn't premeditated, then it would have been the life in prison with a possibility of probation. So that is the latest. That is the breaking news that we have found. Pretty much the main counts of on the charges were not guilty of the main 3 counts of murder in the first degree, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated manslaughter. current other court things, NFL lockout still going on. They're hoping to have a deal done soon. As I have a phone call coming in. Hello? Hello? It's... Now I know who it is. Not much. You're calling me in the middle of TMR Live. Yeah? Guys, this is Coach Tim Pomeran calling live. Yes, I am. I just got done with the big 4th of July celebration. Alright, call me in a little bit. No, not right now. Bye. Alright. Crazy antics of Tim Pomeran, ladies and gentlemen. Of course he would call during my TMR. That's just how he works. Okay, well, let me just put it this way once again to kind of recap everything. The verdict came down 2 hours ago regarding Casey Anthony's murder trial, in which her daughter Kaylee Anthony was found decomposed, and all that. Her body was found decomposed and that, and the charges of first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated manslaughter were not guilties, and with Casey providing false information to police, all 4 of those counts were found guilty, maximum of 4 years to be served in prison, but it seems like she could be walking free soon. Sentencing will be Thursday, 9 a.m. to iron out those details. Pretty much there's 2 lockouts in sports, NFL and NBA. The NFL lockout hopefully ending soon. NBA lockout will be going on for at least a couple more months. Major League Baseball, nearing the All-Star break. Derek Jeter back in pinstripes as the Yankees captain, and he will be. What you talking at? We'll talk later. Oh, okay. Come on. It's alright. Let's see. Derek Jeter back in pinstripes in New York. Well, actually in Cleveland, as the Yankees are facing the Indians. Jeter's still in his quest for 3,000 hits. He's 6 to go. And weather right now is either humid or nice, depending on where you are. And probably still humid, warm as anything, as we are in prime of summer. Finally, of course, our big headline this afternoon is the Casey Anthony trial. The verdict came down at around 2:15, 2:20 this afternoon, with a final verdict, ultimate verdict of not guilty in the major counts of first-degree murder, aggravated manslaughter, and aggravated child abuse, and 4 counts of providing false information to police. Those counts were found of guilty, a maximum of 4 years to be served, sentencing on Thursday, 9 a.m., and probably expect that her time served to be factored in, which will minimize that sentence quite a bit. So, from the Mount Cobb Broadcasting Network studios, and well, actually the Mikey Report studios here in Mount Cobb, I am Mikey Edwards saying, see you next time here on the Mikey Report, hopefully with some better news, hopefully more or less with the lockouts ending in football and basketball. Thank you to those viewing, and hopefully this comes as maybe good news, but of course for most of this country, appalling news, as Casey Anthony pretty much gets away and justice really isn't served for Kaylee Anthony. We'll see what happens with the progression of life as the days move on. Again, I'm Mikey Edwards saying have a good day, and we'll see you next time.